Hello, I'm Jalasming Amam, and let's have the top stories on ISTV News today. A permanent exhibition ground to make it in time for next Shanghai Festival being developed at Lamboi Khongnangkong at an estimated cost of rupees 70 crore. Now the news in detail. A permanent exhibition ground to make it in time for the next Shanghai Festival is being developed at an estimated cost of rupees 70 crore at Lamboi Khongnangkong on Uripo Kangchup Road in Imphal West District. The total area of the exhibition ground, which is being developed under the Department of Industry, Government of Manipur, is 21 acres. The work for ground development and other related works are reportedly going on in full swing throughout day and night. Chief Minister Oibobi had come to the site recently and inspected the development work and issued instruction to complete the work as fast as possible, sources said. The sources added that if the construction of the new Sanjentong Bridge is not completed in time for the next Shanghai Festival, it is most likely that the festival would be held at the new ground at Lamboi Khongnangkong. That's why the Chief Minister gave the instruction to complete the work of ground development before the festival, the sources said. It may be recalled that when the Chief Minister along with Works Minister and other officials were on a visit to inspect the construction of Sanjentong Bridge and Jenims, the Chief Minister had told the media persons that the bridge will be completed in time for the Shanghai Festival that will begin on November 30th. But if it cannot be completed in time, then an alternative means will be found, he said. On the other hand, as numerous fully loaded trucks are running on the 500-meter-long approach road to the ground, the condition of the road has become so bad. In this regard, local residents have expressed words of dissatisfaction.
Kapi ko chin chili mapa sin ngai man da ne masa se thinto eba misita meba bas ti la khare dana tawa yam tai cha da mi khoi gi tanosi.
Meanwhile, President of Lamboi Khongnangkong Dai House Lyric Development Committee, K.H. Joykumar, said that there is no objection from the side of the Committee on development work being taken up by the government. However, as there are NR Academy, City Montessori Higher Secondary School and Dai House located on this road, about 1,200 students move on the road daily. As the condition of the road is so bad, people are facing a lot of inconveniences. Therefore, he expressed the committee's desire for the authority to look into the matter and repair the road at once.
Heavy loaded vehicles, day and night, land development Lambi Patre, Hariba Lambi Ashidis school Anile, Haribi school and Nisi Soropa, Satri strength, Lissing Machani Romney, Haribas Hatta Singasi, No Marta, Quiggy Nujutau, Vanina, Lecom Lena, Marta Sapara, Sugimatic, our Winagre, General Public, Amazon Dai House game, pressing to Sugimatic our Batinere. Maramashina, Quiggy, Concern Department, Atuma Tamda, Lambi Sigi, Chakagi Lam, Amazon Tonkatan Leva, Mount Tadava, Quiggy, Pirumashi, Atuma Tamda Shenzhen Viraga, Baza Singi, Amazon Chata, Singi, General Public is Panava, Simbu Hajari.
Consumers Affairs and Public Distribution Labourers Association has strongly opposed engagement of unofficial labourers by the Food Corporation of India. The labourers of the department are on a strike demanding increment of salaries and facilitating the provisions available under the Labour Act, Government of India. General Secretary of the Association, Romendrizit Moirangcha, has appealed to the unofficial labourers to extend cooperation to the undergoing protests. They should not perform the works of lifting and loading goods until a solution is arrived at. A meeting was held to discuss the issue in the presence of President of All India Trade Union Congress, L. Sotin Kumar, and member of Central Trade Union, Shanta, today. General Secretary of CAF and PD Labourers Welfare Association, Roman, further said the protest was started from July 6th. Labour Department, FCI and the association held a meeting on July 15th for a solution, but nothing worked out. They were planning to have another meeting on July 18th, but unfortunately, the FCI started engaging unofficial labourers. He urged the authority concerned to stop using extra power, instead help the labourers. The association has banned the engagement of unofficial labourers. The association will launch democratic protests if their demands are not met, Roman warned.
Manipur Police, Manipur Rifle, Raja Siksalgi, Atopa Simissing, Akoi Hana, Susan Missing, Natava, Atopa Simissing, Yana Tamoshun, Kamuni, Muslim is now from Yaurakan, Toxuan, Madame the Warosil, Porokagi, procedure, official setting and marks the Mokoina, Asumina Togus, Tamoshun, Akoinatava, Atopa Department of Flying the missing light visitation, Haitari, Simi Mokoshu, Akoi, support of them Toponi, Ado Mokoina, assume the Sanga Suba, Akoi, Mayokin, she missing in Mayokin, Akoi, Sambigano, King, Navagi, Toronto, when missing Okoi, Yam Democratic of the King, Ado Mahatan, and I think he comes to the Karidosi, Hayama Dragati. Karidosi, Karamba Edition, Karamba Zenizige, Sakana, we don't have it. Use it, Jade Yengi, that's Hotel Hoy, Jamie leader Mayama with Tana and Witan.
It has become unsafe to consume imported food items since the food testing laboratory in Manipur is not functioning properly. Consuming packet food items, soft drinks and other imported food items can be highly hazardous. Food testing laboratory needs to be functional to prevent any health hazard. Our video journalist Ranjan Ningombam and sub-editor Norvam Phyllis have reported that consuming packed food items, milk powder and Ajinomoto before testing them at the food testing laboratory and getting certified by the authority concerned may be unsafe, says former principal of DM College of Science Jito Sharma in an exclusive conversation with the ISTV News. He further said thousands of children were hospitalized after feeding them milk powder adulterated with melamine. Melamine powder and milk powder look very similar. Consuming melamine can be fatal. Ajinomoto, which is pleasant to the taste buds yet has no nutritional value, has high tendency of causing Chinese restaurant syndrome.
Food division level officer Mayama, public Akanai Mayama Yauna, Toansum Matang Tigna from Matamda, Sagum powder the Anans in Sabah, Yaya de Kangdava, Adu Melamin powder, Melamin plastics have the Sinava, powder Macron Yansalami, Kangare.
Eating chips, snacks, soft drinks, etc. has risks of causing different kinds of diseases to children and adults. Buying such items not only cost us, but is also bad for our health, G. Tomba warns. There are limited quantity of salts and sugars to be consumed by a person per day. Overconsumption of such food items may cause hypertension, obesity, and other health problems. A child may become obese and will fall ill frequently due to too much consumption of packed food items. People should be careful of eating food items imported from Myanmar, which does not even have a proper name and all its ingredients written in their own script. Jitomba expressed the need of a food testing laboratory at the border areas to check the nutritional value of the imported items.
Adim live Tivana, as we more power as from the Thailand of the Barma of the Sana of the Kusaleva, Hoseki, Haiva, Nutri Mayama, Ari, potato chip Tashi, Masada Mono, sodium glutamis happen with the Haba model quick hungry. Adumoi Marona Tablet, High Maronda, Burmese Maron Tabina, Kari happy, expired Yoga, Yoga, land, Kandi, Aligi, a quick state, Marilla never food testing, Lepra, Laitana, more as a food testing, Levam, Handoka, and the Aswamigi border land of Kusaleva, Posemea, the taste of the Todi. Masajawi Masanze, Hakshan Sonai, Oi, the guys in Mona Amton, a certified or Matunda, a public of Hangan Yam Hakatova. I do not regret how to go in Masimi binding.
Center for Human Rights and Duties Education, Manipur University has announced of taking up various awareness and academic programs on importance of human rights for the students from secondary to university level. Announcing this to media persons at a press meet held at office of the center at Manipur University, coordinator of the center M. Suresh Kumar said students need to be taught and give awareness on human rights in order to reduce the unwanted incidents happening in the society. He further said the center is all set to conduct various academic and awareness program on human rights for the students as soon as possible. A press release issued by the Executive Engineer, Water Supply, Maintenance Division No. 1 has informed all the consumers from Lamboi Khonangkong Pukri to Khulem Lekai Upak Thong to clear the water tax and bring the necessary documents of water supply connection at the earliest to the office. The division further said that no consumer will be allowed to connect water supply from the newly installed water pipes in the areas until the due tax has been cleared and the original documents of the previous connection are shown. Here is a short commercial break.
Adong koi phambiyo ai sak thong laga lake
Thagachari cha tha taruk suri jung ki chak cha daba
Sir chak ban bada ai di chak lam sil lakle ai di yung gi chana thong ba yam ning sing lakle aseng ba chana thong ba
sambar su yung ning sila listen
Laubiyu mahau khuding maki aseng ba magul narpa mashala lamgi mahau lamdam sida.
And now the national and international news. The alleged rape of a 6-year-old at a prominent school in Bangalore has enraged the city and triggered massive protests by parents. A form that many schools have asked parents to sign declaring that they can't be held responsible for the child's safety has led to more anger. Protesters pulled down the gates of the school and shouted slogans demanding action against its management. The child, a student of class 1, was allegedly raped by 2 gym instructors during the school hours earlier this week. The alleged attackers have been held, but parents are demanding tougher action for the school's failure to protect the child. This is the second incident in 2 weeks that has raised questions about the safety of children in schools. Last week, another 6-year-old in another school was picked up from school by her own aunt, who later murdered her over a family dispute. Delhi politics heated up some more this morning with Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal speculating in a series of aggressive tweets on whether Delhi's Lieutenant Governor would invite the BJP to form government today. Mr. Kejriwal also tweeted, "I have sought an appointment from LG for all AAP MLAs to meet him today." Waiting for his response, AAP sources say the Lieutenant Governor has not agreed to meet them yet. The BJP's Delhi chief Satish Upadhyay shot back. If the LG doesn't call the BJP today, with Arvind Kejriwal apologized to the citizens of Delhi for his tweet. He mocked the AAP chief, saying, "One more white lie, what can I say to it? Kejriwal's dream of going from Tilak Lane to 7 CR was thwarted." The BJP is reportedly waiting for Prime Minister Narendra Modi to return from his foreign tour to decide whether it will stake claim to form government in Delhi, which has been under President's rule for the last 6 months. Mr. Modi has left Brazil and will be in Delhi late tonight. In a major scare for passengers taking the Delhi metro train, all the left doors on a train were opened for nearly 2 minutes after the train left the station. The incident occurred on the yellow line of the Delhi metro between the Arjungarh and Gitorni station. The doors were finally shut when the train reached the next station. The MRC has ordered a prompt into the incident, which could have led to a major tragedy. The incident took place at around 9:40 a.m. on Thursday. It is generally a time when the trains are fully packed, but this particular train was not overcrowded. Some passengers also tried to alert the driver, but he did not respond. They also tried to call him on the internal phone line. A passenger shot the entire incident on his mobile phone. Prima facie, it appears to be the fault of the engine operator and he has been suspended, although a technical fault cannot be ruled out. Almost a month after outrage over its Hindi-only order, the ruling BJP today faced anger from its Tamil Nadu ally Vaiko over the celebration of Sanskrit Week in schools run by the Central Board of Secondary Education, or CBSE. Vaiko, the chief of MDMK, has accused the centre is trying to dominate over other languages through Sanskrit. Trusting a single group's language is mischievous and dangerous. Tamil Nadu will never permit this, he said, demanding that the circular be withdrawn. This comes after a massive row over a central government order asking its officers to use Hindi in all official communication and posts on social media. The order was slammed as offensive and insensitive by all Tamil Nadu parties, including the BJP's, allies, MDMK and PMK, and the Chief Minister Jayalalitha. The outrage forced the government to clarify that its order was only for Hindi-speaking states. Karnataka's film star and minister Ambarish spent more than 1 crore rupees on his treatment in a hospital abroad. The tab was picked up by taxpayers. Ambarish, who is the state housing minister, is being pilloried for claiming medical expenses worth rupees 1.16 crore, which includes bills from Singapore's Mount Elizabeth Medical Center, rated among the world's best, and airfare for his family and doctors. Critics argued that the 62-year-old actor, a towering figure in the Kannada film industry, can afford the bills. He had last declared assets worth 4.3 crore rupees. Legislatures are entitled to reimbursement of up to rupees 7 lakh, but State Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, who is also in charge of the Finance Ministry, says he approved Ambarish's bills as a special case. The details of his illness have not been specified. Asserting that distance is not a barrier, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said India will work more closely with the resource-rich Latin American nations than ever before as the setting up of the BRICS Development Bank opens up newer opportunities for cooperation. 6 of India's coal-fired power plants do not have enough stocks to weather even a small disruption in supplies with fuel reserves sufficient for only up to 2 days, the country's largest power producer has warned. State-run NTPC has asked the Power Ministry to ensure more coal is sent to the 6 plants, which have a combined capacity of 16,840 megawatts or 15% of India's total energy capacity from coal-fired plants, particularly as the incoming monsoon rains could disrupt supply deliveries. India, which uses coal to generate more than half of its electricity, is struggling to provide enough power to meet rising demand, and the country is regularly hit with blackouts. The 4 Baker boys were young cousins, the children of Gaza fishermen who had ordered them to stay indoors and especially away from the beach. But cooped up for 9 days during Israeli bombardments, the children defied their parents and went to the seaside Wednesday afternoon, the eldest shooing away his little brother, telling him it was too dangerous. As they clambered over a beach jetty in the late afternoon sun, a blast hit a nearby shack. One was killed instantly. The others ran. There was a second blast and 3 more bodies littered the sand. One was charred, missing a leg, and another lay motionless, his curly head intact, his legs splayed at unnatural angles. The Israel Defense Forces acknowledged later that it was responsible for the tragic outcome and had intended to hit Hamas militants. Before we wind up the top stories once again. A permanent exhibition ground to make it in time for next Shanghai Festival being developed at Lamboy Konangkong at an estimated cost of rupees 70 crore. That's all for today, and thanks for joining us.